Welcome back, I am Dr. Ruckus, bringing you a new deck every single day, and today we are playing Boros Aggro in Ranked Standard. Why play Boros over Mono White? Well, there are a couple of reasons. First off, we get to play one of the other best one-drops in the entire format, Kumano faces Kakazan. I would say Kumano and Hopeful Initiate are the best two, and so essentially instead of playing Usher, which is still very good, we get to play Kumano, which can ping off opponents' Planeswalkers, right? If they play Lolth, -3, you can just crush that immediately. Wandering Emperor down from 3, if they -2, you can pick that off. You can pick off a lot of good things with that. And then, of course, your next creature comes in with a +1/+1 counter on it, and then you flip and get a 2/2 haste that wrecks things like Eye Twitch. So there's a lot of value baked into this card. You also get Angel Fire Ignition, which is devastating against the mirror when you're racing. You basically cannot race against Angel Fire Ignition. As long as you have creatures around to pair it up with, your opponent just can't really deal with an indestructible lifelinker creature that gets +2/+2 counters. That's just a lot to deal with. And then lastly, we get Blade Historian, and since we are a nearly entirely creature deck, except for Angel Fire Ignition, we get the sweet Blade Historian. I mean, technically you could play this in mono white too, but it's more of a Boros thing, which gives all your stuff double striking, especially deadly on the Elite Spellbinder. Putting a 3-power double striker, even a 4-power with Aspirant that can fly in the air and hit him for 6-8 each turn is devastating. So that's the deck. If you've been enjoying the channel, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment for the algorithm, let me know what deck I should play next. Enjoy the gameplay. Let's dive right in. That is really awkward, and we're going first too. I think we need a more aggressive start than this. This just isn't doing it for me. Okay, better. Who do we put back? We can put back land if we are really greedy. Does not feel right. We can put back the Intrepid Adversary. If we curve out perfectly, though, it's quite good. We don't know if we're going to need Spellbinder or Brutal Cathar, though. It really depends on the matchup. I guess we put back the Adversary. Watch it just hit all land from here on out. We could have dropped a land, kept the Adversary, and played it with the intention as, a 2-drop instead of a 4-drop. That's another possibility. Cave, Initiate, okay. Opponent hits their 1-drop on time. We are awkward in our sequencing here, but Brutal Cathar will put in some work. Hopefully. Thalia, okay. Not a huge issue for us. Thank sweet baby Jesus that we are on the play this time. It just makes the world of difference. It's just so critical to success, unfortunately. Get him for 3. Opponent goes down to 17. Chicken pot pie. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Actually, I'm a vegetarian. I don't eat chicken, but so. Brutal Cathar, our own Brutal Cathar. I do like vegetarian pot pie, though. It's quite good. Whew. Probably Spellbinder just because we really want the pump from the Adversary. Are there any attacks? I mean, we hold them back pretty well here. We'll see what they have first. Legion Angel. Okay, how's it going to take? Yeah, I don't think we're attacking. We could start getting in with the Spellbinder. With Blade Historian, that's going to be so much damage. I think we're going there. No attacks. Yeah, we start doing that. We got to hit land, though. You need one more land. While the opponent slowly works up to their Legion Angel. We hit land. They flipped a Nightside. That's not good. But Blade Historian is a crap ton of damage. No, if we do Intrepid Adversary, I don't think that's where we want to be. We could force them to trade with a lot of stuff, but this is going to end the game very quickly. And they need to double spell next turn. Double strike. Yeah, we're not doing that. Opponent goes down to 12. Goes down to 7. All right, they would have to double spell here to flip, which seems unlikely, but is possible. We don't know what those other 2 cards are. They might scoop here. They would have to double spell, basically, to get back into this. I don't think they have it in them. I don't think so. Now, if they do nothing, that would be interesting. You need to think about the Wandering Emperor, or to think about a Ganjo. How would we play around that? Single spell. Okay, Skyclave app. They take Blade Historian or the Spellbinder? They take the Flying Threat. Makes sense. That's not a terrible draw by any means. Definitely playing you before combat. Okay, where do we put the counter? The fact that they have first strikers is an issue. And if we double spell this turn, we flip the Cathar, which is not what we want to do. I mean, we'll see how they block first. I mean, the 5/5 They can trade the Aluminum Aspirant with both Thalia and the Brute. 4-5. I think we trade the Aspirant and not the Blade Historian. Now, if we do both of these, though, they have really bad blocks. So I think we actually can do this. Because they want to just double block one, but the fact that everyone has double strike here is a pretty large issue for them. They might have the land next turn for the Legion Angels. This will be interesting. I do not think we are double spelling here, though. We do not want to flip it off of nighttime. So currently they're taking 6. Okay. Go down to 1. We're not going to double spell. So we'll see what the opponent has. Land, Legion Angel. Okay. Interesting. The battle goes on for sure. They now have an infinite, no, semi-infinite series of blockers here for us, which is not good. That, though, is a tide turner. I don't even know. I think we just get in there with everyone and throw this on the adversary. What are they going to do about that? Nothing. Trample, too? I theoretically we should put it on the biggest one, but this is going to end the game outright. Put that there, too. Yep. Goodbye. I do not think they can get through that. We'll see, though. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, chicken pot pie down the hatch. Definitely keepable. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who is the mono whitest of them all? I don't know. Opponent off to a good start, though. Green. Ranger class. Okay. Doing something a little different here. I'm into it. Plains, Aspirant. Brutocathar can take the token. That's going to feel quite good for us. Let's see if they level up or what here. Level it up. That's pretty good for us because the counter's probably going to go on the Wolf. And we're going to take it with the Cathar. So that's not a bad sequence for us. No blocks. Take 5 to the face. Down to 14. Land, sure. I think we're definitely going to Brutal Cathar the token this turn. Now, the real question is we attack or not. They can attack, make the initiate. Oh no, they have Snakeskin Veil? Oh no. That's really bad. Ooh, that's so bad. Okay. The attack with the initiate becomes a 3-4. And 5-5. Are we double blocking someone here? Are we double blocking? We're not going to double block the Wolf. We might double block the initiate. In which case, yeah, we'll put the counter here. Yeah, let's double block the initiate and then Brutal Cathar the token again next turn. Whew, that was not ideal. Spellbinder. They take the Cathar. And we lose. At least we have a Ganjo. I mean, we could hold up a Ganjo, but they don't even have to attack into that if they don't want to. And it can't even kill, you know, most of what's going on here. Put the counter there. I think, yeah, again, we are... I think we're still blocking this guy. I mean, we can block the Wolf. It's a tough situation to be in. We could top deck another Brutal Cathar. I guess that's our out here. Tough place to be. Goodbye. That's Snakeskin Veil. More lands. Aspirant can trade with the Aspirant, even with a token. I guess that's where we're at here. And next turn we'll get the Cathar. So we'll have an answer to the... Nice. We'll take that. They can play it anyway with their lands. I don't think there's really any point to putting it on the Spellbinder because you're going to trade no matter what. So you might as well put it on the Aspirant. Are you going to block? You're also not going to block. We could get in there this turn. You're not going to block anyway. I mean, they're going to Brutal Cathar our Spellbinder. Then we would take 9. So we have to hang out here. It's unfortunate. I mean, we're assuming they're going to go land Brutal Cathar, which they do, of course. And they take our flying blocker. And then they pummel us into the ground. And so we have to chump block here. Or face immediate annihilation. Down to 5. Cave, not really what we needed here. Here comes Cathar, take the token. And now we have to chump block the Brutal Cathar away, which they'll put a token on with the Ranger class, so... Or they just put a token on Spellbinder, we lose anyway. Just end it. Just get me out of here, please. Please get me out of here. No one drop. But otherwise, fine. We'll keep it. Den on 1. We're on the play. Rocco. I have to imagine this is Rocco Loco, right? You can't. Ooh, a little blue action. All right, that's new. Here comes the Aspirant. Counter, no stick. Opponent does not have Fading Hope. Land. Blue-white. No information. Do we play around Jawari or not? Nah, let's not play around it. I don't think so. I think we really want these adversaries on 4 if we can help it. So here we go, before combat. There is stick. Let's see if it's a Jawari. Alright, we'll put the token here. That's fine. Let's see if we get a Fateful Absence going. Who are they going to kill? They take Adeline out. Interesting. Alright, well, I feel good we didn't put the counter there. Get in for 3. Okay. Game on. They don't have double white yet for Doomscar. They take Regular Bakebuster, a slow draw engine. Ooh, Legion Angel. That's so good. We probably just push the adversary, though, right? Yeah, I mean, just push damage while we can, I think. They're at least 2 turns away from a sweeper. So, here we go. They didn't have Fading Hope earlier. Let's hope they don't have Fading Hope now. They might not be a layer deck. Oh, they do. Wow. Okay. That stinks. Scry 1 to the top. All right. This will be an interesting game. Certainly no clear winner, but I'm not feeling amazing that they just bounced that attack. Would have been great to get them down to, down by 5 or 6, whatever we were at that turn. Are they stuck on land is a question. They're eye on the island. They eye the Bankbuster. Okay, they're digging. I don't think they have lands. They do hit lands. Okay. Now what? Do nothing. Okay. Well, if we save the adversary for another land, we could do that at some point. So we probably just want to attack with this adversary and go Legion Angel, Hopeful Initiate. That's fine by me. I think that's what we're doing this turn. So let's start with an attack. At some point we can get Den of the Bugbear going, but let's try not to do that while they have open mana here. Alright, we'll play around Jawari. We'll play Legion Angel first, and then Hopeful Initiate second. And even if we play into the Doomscar, we still have 3 Legion Angels coming. Okay. Draw. Alright, they're looking for that Doomscar now. And, we might very well play into it, but I think we have to keep pushing pressure here. Here comes Initiate. You don't have to play it if you're really convinced they have a Doomscar, but I think they're digging for it. Since they are playing Fading Hope, we have to think about Leer as well, getting all this back. At some point, we might have a strategic Brutal Cathar, but Brutal Cathar isn't amazing against Leer in general. They eye the Graveyard. That feels like a Leer thing to me. Are they thinking about slamming Leer with no protection? It's possible. If it survives, then they get Fading Hope and Fateful Absence back, which roughly seals away the game, although not necessarily. Rocco Loco. They do nothing. Kamano's not bad. What are we doing this turn? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage. 12 damage. 13, 14, 15 damage. We could force them. I mean, they're going to have some interaction here, right? There's no way they don't. Could be Wandering Emperor. So we could save Kumano for that. This does push a lot of damage. I think let's push damage and then hold open Kumano. In case they Wandering Emperor -2. They're thinking here, though. Do they want to counter this, perhaps? Saw it coming. Interesting. Okay, that's fine. Now, that's fantastic. That was countered instead of Legion Angel. Like, that would be so much worse. Play out Lumark Aspirant. Yeah, I think so. They take their draw. Okay, well, we get in all the damage we want this turn. And they sweep it up with, does it really matter where we put this? I don't think so. We'll put it here, I guess. It's fine. Okay. Opponent goes down to 2. Now they go down to 1. Feels pretty good. And this is evasive in the sense that we'll eventually get a creature out of it, but it can't be swept up with Doomscar right now. We also have this and 2 more Legion Angels on the way. So, we're making progress. They scoop. Okay, very nice. All right, so they're, for sure they could have gotten out of that, but I guess they just didn't top deck Doomscar. So I'll take it. Even if they have Doomscar, we have Den of the Bugbear. So that was probably it. Well, it's not perfect, but at least we have a 1-drop. Up against Chicken. Is there some, like, movie quote? Chicken. Just chicken. What am I thinking of? If you know what I'm thinking of, leave in the comments. I have no idea. Chicken. Chicken. I don't know. I can't think of it. I have no idea. Blue. We do not hit our 2-drop. That is painful. But we'll have some good 3-drops for a while. That's for sure. A little is it action. Okay. We get our 2/2. Are we playing around... What are we playing around here? We haven't seen a Jawari yet. We could play around Jawari if we really wanted to. I don't think that's necessarily worth it. We can add a line for pressure, even if it gets countered. We're not really afraid of their 3-drops. Let's start with Adeline. Next turn, Spellbinder. Play Spellbinder closer to when they might play something devastating. Okay. They definitely have interaction here. It is Fading Hope. Okay. Sure. Scry 1 to the bottom. That's what I like to see. Opponent goes down to 17. Spellbinder coincidentally would have been better in that slot because we would have gotten the effect off. Now they have 3 men open. Next turn with 4 mana. Again, we're really just trying to do this before turn 5. So I think we do another Adeline here. And then next turn, Spellbinder ideally. Take their Goldspan, take their Leer. That's what we're thinking about. Alright, clearly they have more interaction here. Fading Hope yet again. Alright. Should have just played Spellbinder twice in a row, I guess. Alright, I definitely think they're a Leer deck, though. They're definitely Leer Goldspan. 4th land. Alright, this is our turn to Spellbinder. A Ganja, we hit that next land. I still think we are Spellbinding right now. We can go ahead and attack first, though. Play a Ganjo as a land. Here comes Kumano. Down to 13. Play out the land. Play around Jawari. Play Spellbinder. Try to take their Goldspan Dragon here. Let's see if they have counter magic for us. Unexpected Windfall. They ditch Negate. Makes sense. Draw 2 cards. And how many Goldspans are there? Oh, they're mill this entire time. Well, we could take Prismari Command if we wanted to get their removal, but I think we just tax their win con. That feels good to me. Make it harder to copy. Interesting. All right. So they might not be a Leer deck at all. They might just be Fading Hope stall, which is totally reasonable. Well, now we're going to start putting some serious pressure on them. Prismari Command. 2 damage to any target. Pump Squad isn't bad. I think Adeline is just going to put a ton of pressure on them. I kind of want to go Adeline. I mean, Blade Historian, they have no blue up, but they have multiple treasure tokens. Blade Historian is the most damage, which is probably what we should go for. Yeah. Intrepid Adversary plays around Jawari. Let's go for Historian, see what they do. That's significant pressure off the bat. It lands. Does it survive any longer than that? We attack here for 10 damage. Would bring the opponent down to 3. They take it all. Wow. They don't even Prismari Commands. They need their treasure for this turn. Do they think they're going to mill us out from here? 5, 6, 7. Okay, they can copy mill. I don't know if they'll get us from 48, though. I think I'll be surprised. Burn down the house. Okay. All right. Game goes on. Blade Historian again. We want to get Adeline cooking, I believe. Yep, I'm down for that. Also cannot be destroyed by Prismari Command. They draw. They certainly have enough to combo. I don't think one combo is enough, though. We're very close to lethal. This coming turn, potentially have Blade Historian. Wow, they can haul the Storm Giants now. 6. I mean, we can run Adeline into Hall of the Storm Giants, knowing we have a backup on the way. That's not abysmal. Play Blade Historian, then the 1/1 gets in for 2 damage. Then we play Adeline next turn for the rest of the damage. I'm okay with that approach here. Invoke Calamity. Oh no. Is it Burn Down the House Part 2? Damn. And Fading Hope if they want, but I don't think they need to do that on anything. Okay, this has been an interesting game thus far. They're pretty low on cards at this point. And again, they have all this interaction, so yeah, we'll see what happens. They take their first shot down from roughly 48 to 28. Roughly 20 cards there, maybe less. But they can't power up all the Storm Giants. We hit land. So I think we go Adeline plus Luminarch Aspirant. Oh, I guess we missed lethal there with Den of the Bugbear, but they might have had interaction. I guess they can Otawara. All right, that wasn't so bad, right? Turn target artifact, creature, enchantment. Okay, I feel less bad. They may Otawara the Adeline here? I don't know. They Prismari you, sure. Draw some cards. Now they still have to discard 2 cards. They drop off Otawara. What if they have like Hullbreaker Horror in this thing? Who knows? I mean, Otawara is a very expensive piece of interaction. Now this turn we might threaten Den of the Bugbear, because that is a lot of blockers to deal with. Land as well. I mean, if we go Intrepid Adversary this turn, and then Den of the Bugbear next turn, that's pretty good. I mean, if we Den here and they power up Hall for 3, 4, 5, 6, that's 4 mana left. I mean, it's a lot to deal with. Yeah, I think we threaten lethal here. I think that's fine. We can also just power up Cave of the Frost Dragon. That's even better, I guess. Actually, I'm not sure that's any better. Let's do it like this. Because they're going to need removal regardless. So let's see what they have here. Alright, so they can power up Hall, block Adeline. Then they need removal for Den of the Bugbear, and we'll still leave behind 2 tokens, potentially, if they let us move to combat. They're going to power up Hall right now, it seems. They can wait till we declare our attackers to power up Hall. They let us move to attackers. We get both of our tokens out. That's huge. We can power them both up with the adversary next turn. So someone's going to die this turn. Probably Adeline, I would imagine. Because we have to invest mana in the Den. Den's also harder to interact with, so not sure which they'll pick. They pick Adeline. We have lethal on the table. They have to interact with Den of the Bugbear as well. 4 mana to do so. I think we're going to get out of this game, but we'll see what happens. Otawara, okay. Bounce Den. Back to the hand. I'm not sure if we played a land yet this turn. I think probably not. So we can maybe even replay Den this turn, which is very good. And we still have 2 attackers around. They Spikefield Hazard one of them. Okay. Now they have to top deck a way out of this. I think we'd probably get there. Because we have Cave. We don't have Cave this turn. Interesting. Not enough mana. Expressive Iteration. They dig for answers here. This is Ward 3. If we top deck land, potentially have lethal through the Cave. Igneous Inspiration. Wait, what? Why is that in their mill deck? Just as a removal spell? That seems pretty sus to me. I don't really know what's going on there. It's also not instant speed. They scoop. Okay, interesting. That was interesting. Yeah, I don't know, mill, but like with a ton of interaction. Very interesting. Yep, we can definitely make this work. Let's keep. Initiate on 1, then Bugbear into Aspirant. It is roughly the mirror. Mirror adjacent. Here comes the Initiate. And we don't have Brutal Cathar. Aspirant, sure. Opponent gets in for 3. We take it all here. Down to 17. Crucible, fine. Get the Aspirant down this turn. Probably grow itself. Are we going to block with this guy? I guess the answer is no, right? So we can get in there. Down to 19, sure. Plains. Opponent thinking, look at this snow falling. Is that new? I don't remember. Maybe it's always been there. Redain. Alright, that's not the scariest thing. Unfortunately, a 3/4 vigilance creature is kind of an issue. Spellbinder. Well, we're definitely coming down on whites. Now we'll get the full squad pump next turn. Unfortunately, nothing can tangle with Redain just yet. We have no good attacks here. Spellbinder can kind of race. I think we would just want to get Adeline super big and then attack in with the vigilance every turn. I guess next turn, Spellbinder actually could be big enough to trade with Redain, and we might have to do that. Is it ever going to be as big as Redain? Next turn, it could be 6. Maybe that's what we have to do. Otherwise, we just lose on the crackback because we don't have any lifelink right now. All right, let's go Spellbinder plan. See what they have here. Intrepid's bad. Luminarch Aspirant also bad. If they play Luminarch Aspirant, our plan fails because they just make Redain increasingly massive. So I think we just bank on the fact they don't hit that next land drop. As sad as that is, no attacks here. We'll have a couple turns till they top deck the land. But, not in an ideal situation here. So this coming turn, we'll play the Adversary, pump our entire squad, put another counter on the Spellbinder. Oh no, then they take the Adversary. Well, that's pretty bad. Oh, they take Adeline. Interesting. I don't think they see what our issue is and what the plan is. Okay, no blocks. Down to 10. We're hoping they don't top deck the lands. Can play you out on white pretty safely. Adversary time. Okay. Well, we now have something that can pick off Redain, which is where we need it to be. No attacks still. They hit the lands, so we're dead. Either they pump squad or they play Aspirant, and the Redain is just too big for us to block. Now we have our own Adversary in response, but long term, the Luminarch Aspirant will continue to add counters at a rate that we can't match unless we have our own Aspirant. Yep, now we can't block it. Take 6. Oh, and they have that one too. And it's lethal, so we just have to trade here. So, yeah, that's game right there. All right, on to the next one. So be it. Okay, not amazing, but we can keep. No 1-drop, sadly. Where's our perfect curve? Up against, I imagine this is Tomahawk. More realistically, Tom WK, but I'm picturing Tomahawk here. Farmland, okay. Here comes a Sentinel. No target in the graveyard yet. Green-white. Could be enchantments. Could be... It is enchantments. Okay. All right. Brutal Cathar is going to be pretty good here. They only have so many creatures. If we can exile them, they might not run much removal either. Brutal Cathar might stick around all game. Aspirant. I think we go Spellbinder here, though. 2 mana. Oh, they are light on cards. They are light. Who's scarier, the Haunting or the Showdown? I think we just take the Showdown. Take out their draw engine. Oh, heck yeah. Feels good. We'll strip their graveyard. Not, Oh, they scoop all that. Ah, that's too short, but I have played for a while today. I think that's it, boys. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment for the algorithm. Let me know what deck I should play next. I'm Dr. Ruckus, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.